How's it going, everybody? Thanks for being here. Oh, Nick, I'm so glad you're here. Nick, Dave, DBR, HBR. Thanks for being here, guys. Off Back Pops, thanks for being here. It is late. It is a late night. I had to make up for Sunday. Sunday was such a disaster. Was that a disaster? Probably not a lot of you guys were there. Maybe some of you were. Maybe Off Back Pops was there, but man, what a mess that was. Hello, Terry. Robin, all you guys are going to be from Oz. That's right. We're streaming for the other side of the world tonight. Streaming for the other side of the world, for the dark side of the moon. How's it going, Raspy? It is going good. Better than Sunday, man. Sunday was just a mess. For those of you that didn't tune in, I was up at the Hobbit House, and we'd had several things go very wrong. We can review those if we want, but we had several things at the Hobbit House that went very wrong, and then over the course of a couple of days, and I thought, okay, I'm going to stream because that usually gets me in a good mood. It's like I have to be in a good mood, you know? So I do. It's like fake it till you make it. I don't know. So I went to stream, and I had this new device that I bought just to try and combat all the lag and stuff that we've been having when I've tried to stream up there recently, and it did not work. It was still laggy and cruddy, and after about 40 minutes, everybody just gave up, including me. So I have some things I wanted to show and do and talk about, and I owe you all a stream. So here we are. So thanks for being here. Even if most of the usual folks are in bed, this is time for a new group, for the folks on the other side of the world to be here. So thanks for being here. Of course, Nick is still here because he's always first, and he's amazing. All right, here from Australia. I can listen while at work. Excellent, Dave. Excellent. Well, we're going to have some fun. How many of you guys are into Home Assistant? There's always a mix of audiences, right? There's the LED audience, which is me too, and then the Home Assistant audience. And there's some overlap, quite a bit, but not completely. But what I'm going to do tonight is talk about Home Assistant stuff, specifically ESPhome stuff. But first, let's thank our sponsor, PCBWay. Thanks for being our sponsor. If you need any of that stuff that they do, you know what it is. PCBs, 3D printing, CNC routing, injection molding, metal folding. They do it. They do it, and they do a great job, and they've been good to me, so be good to them. I asked them if we need a new code, and nobody's gotten back to me, so I'm assuming that they don't. Dave is a massive Home Assistant and LED nut. All right, great. Oh, old curmudgeon, how you doing? Got Home Assistant running on Proxmox. Fantastic. All right, Quindor's here. How's it going, man? Golly, I can't believe you're awake. Dude. All hail the floating head. Thank you. You made this automation person I am today. All hail the floating head. I tried wearing my my hoodie that my green screen hoodie, but it was all messed up. I don't know if I have different lighting now or something. I don't have very good lighting. I need to figure it out, but anyways. Just can't not to detect my UPS via D8B adapter. Oh gosh. Can't get the NUC or something. I don't know what NUT is. To detect oh yeah, I can't get the NUC to detect your UPS via D8B adapter. Oh, bummer. I can't believe it, Quindor. You must sleep in the daytime. You got to. Are you a vampire? Huh? Uh-huh. It's the only thing that makes sense. Oh, all right. Well, hey, let's jump right in because it is a little late. Oh, somebody said ice storm. We are having a massive snow blizzard here. Man, we've had like a foot plus of snow in the last 24 hours, less than 24 hours even. And I don't know if it's done or not. I don't know, but I'm home now, so that's fine with me. I'm safe. I sent the snow south. Oh, are you good? Are you guys getting snow in Arizona, Raspy? Oh my gosh. Upgrade your lights this year. Get some stuff coming for it. Oh, I knew. Man, I need to. Oh, you mean are you talking analog dimming with fancy what do you call it? You know all the light stuff, Gwendor. I just have such a nice little studio thing. It's so easy and comfortable for me. I hate to rock the boat, but I think I need to. I think I've been in the same routine for a long time now. I think it's time to shake it up a little bit. At least a little. I have been, some of you probably have seen, My oldest son Jackson has been editing streams for me. Have you seen that? He's actually been editing streams, and he's taken a lot of these. Recently, he's done, I think, 3 or 4 of the open hasp streams that I've done and clipped them down into like 10-minute videos. It's been fantastic. And he does a really good job of like the editing, makes it funny, makes me way funnier than I really am. So thanks, Jackson. That's been good. That's been good. I want to keep doing that. So going to keep doing live streams, of course, but would love to be able to make good use of this footage in this time, because we do talk about good stuff here. So it's good to capture that and use it and put it in a more digestible format for a lot of people. I'm glad that you guys all want to tune in and watch me do this for hours at a time, but I totally understand that not everybody does that. I'm not nearly as entertaining as Critical Role. I mean, close, like almost, but not quite there. Anyways, all right, let's do it. Expecting some in Ontario. Move to Florida. Oh, I can't do Florida. I like the cold, to be honest. I do like it. I do like it. I would prefer this weather outside right now to just about anything. But that's just me being a little nutty. All right, here we go. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to create a magic treasure chest. And we're going to do it with ESPhome and a few different components. The components we're going to use are going to be some LED lights. So we're going to use, forgive me, 1 second. Am I lagging, by the way? All right. The components we're going to include are a small strip of LEDs, a speaker with a little amplifier, and a servo to open and close the lid. And we're going to start from scratch. We're going to go through the process of flashing ESPhome through the web browser, through the web installer, which is a really cool, really easy way to do it. It's just really nice. And when I did it recently, things are always updating and changing. And when I did it recently, it was so much better than it used to be. And not that it was hard before, but it's just so much better now. So I want to show you that because I think it's really cool. And I think sometimes those of us that have done this in the past in a certain way, we don't even realize when there's a new way or a new, better way to do things. So we're going to do that first. So what I have here is a trusty ESP32, Quinn LED ESP32 external antenna version. I'm hoping that it works because I just found it on my desk, which means it's probably I don't know why things end up on my desk, and if I don't mark them, I don't know where they come from, where they going. Nobody knows. All right. So here we go. We're going to start with and I apologize in advance for your retinas, but if I do the dark on this, you can't really see it. So we're going to do the white for this screen, unfortunately. So this is web.esphome.io. This is the ESPhome web installer page. So we've got our ESP32 connected with a USB cable to the computer. So we're going to hit this connect, and it's going to say, oh, this here is your ESP device. And the reason I know that, if I disconnect it, it disappears. I was watching Andres Spies, which I haven't watched enough of his stuff in a long time, but I was watching something of his the other day, and he said the way to tell is you open this page and then you plug in your device, and the one that pops up is the one that you are working on, because he probably has a whole bunch of things connected. Anyway, so that's the one. This is the USB COM5 port. It'll say different things depending on your computer and stuff, but for me right now, this is the one, COM5. So I'm going to hit connect, and then I'm just going to hit prepare for first use. Great. Prepare your device for first use, blah, 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 install. Now we got a couple minutes to chat. Kind of do need the antenna. Yeah, I will. I'll put the antenna on there. I can do that right now, actually, while this thing is flashing. This is what I was doing on Sunday. So I think it's really fun stuff. I hope that it takes off. I'm trying to invent a new niche here, or a niche, for using our smart home devices to play games and make fun things. We're all going to be grandparents. A lot of you probably already are, but we're all going to be grandparents someday. And the grandparents and the grandkids are going to want a reason. No, wait. We're going to want a reason for our grandkids to hang out at our house. And if we take all of our smart home stuff and make it so that there's like a game element to it, grandkids are going to want to be there. That's what I think. Or honestly, it's probably just for me. Yeah, more likely. What are the things you guys working on? Anything fun? Anything awesome? Getting too old for the cold? The cold is more difficult to deal with than it used to be. I'll give you that for sure. For sure, Pops. For sure. Grandkids are the excuse. The real reason is for us. Don't tell Grandma. Nuno from Portugal. How's it going, man? Thanks for being here. Okay, there we go. So after a minute or so, it's done. And congratulations, installed. Not congratulations. Configuration. I got duped by this celebration, the icon. All right, so now it's going to connect to it. And then I can say connect to Wi-Fi. Great, we're going to connect it to my Wi-Fi. All right, it already has detected that this is my network, but if that wasn't the one you wanted to use, there's a whole bunch of others here, whatever it can detect. I'm going to put my password in here, and it's not even going to tell you my password. Isn't that great? All right, connect that. Great. And now I can go right to visit the device. Huh. There you go. Puts the web, whatever the web, what do you call this? Host? Web server? Web server, I guess. It hosts a website for you to go on, and you can, when there's stuff here, there'll be information here, but right now there's not. Now, we go to Home Assistant. And under Home Assistant, we'll see this say, hey, there's a new device. Let's check it out. What do you know? There's a new ESPhome device. Let's configure it. What area is it going to be in? This will be in the office. Great. But there's more to it than that. There's another bit that it's going to do. Oh, I think it's back on the beta time. The next bit that you have to do is in the ESPhome section here. Aha. Here is the one we just installed. We just discovered it through Home Assistant, but now in ESPhome, we have to adopt it. We should have like a little celebration where it's kind of like its birthday, when you adopt. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that. All right, we're going to name it something else, though. We're going to name it, actually, I already have one that's treasure chest, but we're going to name it something else, Magic Box. That sounds good. Magic Box. Oh, wait. Oh, and that encryption key, don't you worry about that. Just don't you worry about that. You just ignore that. Don't you worry about that at all. Congratulations. It's an ESP device. It's like a gender reveal. Been trying to get ESPhome working on an NS panel. Oof. Got an error with the TFT I need to fix. Doing my head in. Oh, good luck, Dave. Good luck. I've looked at the NS panel and tried to motivate myself to flash it, and I just can't. I've tried. I've probably twice, maybe 3 times. I've gotten it down, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna flash it. No. I'll just stick with my land bond for right now. I've got actually a huge shipment of land bond. I say huge, like 100 land bonds on their way. Already hit thumbs up. No pressure. Hey, if you already hit thumbs up, I can go ahead and fail now. You can't take it back. Actually, you probably can. But you wouldn't do that, right? Would you? No. Okay, good. Hello from Canada, minus 24C. Baby. Brad. Good gravy. Oh. How do you even go outside? How does anything function when it's minus 24 Celsius outside? That's just madness. Like, do your cars work? Does things just normally work? Man. I set up a bunch of cheap Bluetooth temp humidity sensors connected to ESPhome. Nice. So, Pops, did you use the proxies? Did you use the Bluetooth proxies? Because I need to experiment with that. I need to spread Bluetooth stuff around my house and experiment with that. The new flash makes it way easier to add stuff to the NS panel. Really? Okay. I might look at it again, Brad. I might look at it again. It's funny. Lots of Canadian people test Quinn LEDs in those temperatures. Seems to work great. I tested heat, but not freezing them yet. Well, it doesn't get that cold here, so I can't test it. I mean, not that cold, my word. Although I have noticed, I don't know if this is the cold or not. It's not the ESP, it's not the Quinn LED stuff, but my Reolink cameras, one of my Reolink cameras seems to be doing funny things, and I think it's related to the cold, but I don't know for sure. Anyways. All right. We got a few funky little yellow messages here. Don't know what that's all about, but whatever. It's okay. We're done. It's flashed. Now we can stop that. Now when we go to open the magic box, here we go to edit it. It's more or less blank. I don't care if you get this encryption key. It's fine. Whatever. You can have it. I don't care if you have this fallback ESPhome thing either. You can have that too, or I can change it later. Doesn't matter to me. All right. So what we're going to do now is start adding sections to this sketch for these different sensors and things that we have here. And I've already kind of done it. I made one of these, and then I made another one. And now this is actually the third one, but I wanted to go through that whole process right there from the beginning. So now we're going to go in here to the treasure chest, and we're going to start grabbing the things here that we want to add. So let's start with the easy stuff. We're going to start with light. All right, so we're going to make a light component. We're going to connect a strip of LEDs. So we want to use this section here to connect a small strip of WS2812 LEDs. This has it marked as 30. There's not really that many, but I would change that on the permanent version. We can't call it treasure chest LEDs anymore because I already did that. So we're going to call it magic box LEDs. Magic box LEDs. And hopefully there's nothing else I need to change. Oh, I changed it in the treasure chest one. That's all right. All right, I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over to my other sketch here. Wait, I can get rid of that one now. Close that. Hopefully it didn't save. Go back in here. Go down below this and just paste that in. Now it says Magic Box LEDs and we're good to go. That's it. The important part here is that it's connected to GPIO 2, that we're using the fast LED clockless platform, and this is the type of LED strip that we're using. RGB color orders there, and then we have a name. Oh, we don't want treasure LEDs. We want Magic Box LEDs as the ID. I don't think we're going to use the ID for anything in this, but let's just make sure it's there in case. All right, so we're going to save that part. And now let's go get the next part. Over to the treasure chest again. And what should we do next? The next probably easiest thing is going to be this media player. So let's grab the media player. This is a lot of fun. I don't know why I think this is so great. It's probably really not a fantastic media player, but it's something. And I think that's cool that we can play music and voice, text to speech and whatever, sound effects, etc., out of an ESP32. I don't know why that makes me so happy inside, but it does. Okay, the platform, I2S Audio. The name, once again, we need to change this to Magic Box. Magic Box Audio. We are using an external digital to audio converter. And these are the pins it's going to be connected to. GPIO 33 for this LR clock pin, GPIO 32 for the D out pin, and GPIO 12 for the B clock pin. I checked because Quindor told me to. I checked to make sure that these are not being used by the Ethernet version of the Quinn LED ESP32, so that I can use an Ethernet version for this if I want to. in the future or for a different device. All right, so that's the media player. This is so easy. Like this stream is going to be like 5 minutes long. All right, let's go back to the treasure chest again. Grab the last part. This one is more complicated. There's a couple different parts to it. I'm not going to do the motion sensor right now. I'm actually not going to do the temperature and humidity sensor right now. I'm actually not going to do the stepper motor right now. Gosh, I guess maybe I wasn't as far along on this as I thought. Where did my... Nelly. Maybe it wasn't the treasure chest that I wanted it from. I want the... Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's in this one. No, that's not it. There was one where I did a servo. I want the one that has the servo in it. I know I've got it from the wHobbit-House, so if I can't find it, I'll go to the wHobbit-House one and get it. I'm just surprised it's not in the treasure chest one. I really thought that's where it was. Yeah, binary sensor stepper, nope. Okay. Maybe it's here? I don't think so. Nope. Well, serial test. I don't think this is it. Nope. Get me that Thinginator. 5-stack echo. Nope. Bathroom, office blinds, PoE, radiance. This is crazy. Well, here's what we're going to do. Oh, you know what? I bet I cut it. I bet I cut it and didn't paste it. I bet I cut it when I got it. Okay, so we're going to go to the wHobbit-House. Well, for a change, we're actually going to steal something from the wHobbit-House Home Assistant and put it in this one. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks interesting. How's it going, Gage? You are looking at Home Assistant stuff and my crazy idea of making a game out of home automation stuff, which I've been talking about doing for years. All right, we're going to go to ESPhome. I'm going to take this treasure chest, Gage, and we're going to automate it, make it do cool stuff. We're not going to get finished with it tonight, but we're going to get some stuff done. All right, it's this one. Is that working? The stream points one, Wolf? I think if you go to Discord and then you just have to type, oh, you know what? I'm not sure if we don't have DrZzs or Sir Goodenough here, we may not get the stream points. So I guess it does look like somebody activated the stream points. Must have been maybe Sir Goodenough or Justin is here. But I think you just have to do the slash here. I don't even know if you need the @hive, but should work. Whatever it says to do up here. Yeah, and just type slash here. Go into the live stream channel and then do the slash here. All right, this is the one that I was doing on Sunday, which nobody really got to see because it was such a crappy stream. So to do this, we need a couple parts. All right, so we'll talk about those parts real quick. First thing we need is the output. So this is the output that just basically says we're going to do a PWM, a pulse width modulation signal. Is that right? PWM? Pulse width modulation signal out of GPIO 4. And that's what's going to control our servo motor. So our servo motor is just it's gonna start at one point and it's gonna be able to go 180 degrees and back or part way between the, anywhere along that line. But that's all it does. It just starts here, goes there. Or really, actually, it probably starts here and goes there, or there, or there, or there. Something like that. So we're gonna grab this part. We need the output first. Okay. The important part here is that we have an ID, because this ID we need to reference here. So we're going to, instead of calling it treasure chest PWM, we're going to call it MB for magic box. And then we've got to change this in the servo section also to magic box. So to make a servo work, you've got to have an output and you've got to have this servo section. Make sure this is the right one too. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this here, but that's okay. I'm just not going to save it. So that's this part. So we're going to cut this part, copy it out, and go back to other ESPhome, paste it in here. All right. Good, good. And then this other part. Now, by itself, this would actually do nothing. it tells the ESP32 that you want to run a servo and that your output is GPIO 4, but you have no way to tell it what to output on GPIO 4. So in order to have some way to actually give it some information to make it move and do its thing, you need to create, well, this is one way, it's not the only way, but this is one way to do it. And that is to create this number section and then tell it that you're gonna control the servo and put all this stuff in here. And then this, the important part is that it goes from minus 100 to positive 100. So we're gonna copy this out of here. This is, I think, mostly out of an example. I don't remember if I made any changes to that at all. I don't think I did. We're going to change the name a little bit, though, just for consistency. Okay, Magic Box Servo. And then ID instead of treasure chest. You get the idea. Okay. And then that should do it. This will give us our servo control. This will give us our media player. Audio, okay. And this will give us our lights. So for now, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to install it. And I haven't unplugged this at all from the computer. This has still been plugged into the USB thing on the computer this whole time. All right, now we're going to install that. We're going to do it. It is plugged into the computer, but if you do this one, then it makes you download it and upload it. So I'm just going to do wirelessly. Or at least it used to make you download it and upload it. Maybe it doesn't anymore, but I'm going to do it this way because that's what I know. That is correct. Oh, good. I don't even know what I said. But thank goodness it's right. Whew. I don't like seeing all that yellow. But I don't think it's a problem. It's just a warning. It's like a suggestion. If it was red, then we'd pay attention. Pay attention. All right, what else are you guys working on? I can't believe Quindor's not sleeping. I still just can't get over that. The man is not human. I've added LED backlight to a 2U 4-inch controller. Adafruit mini skinny NeoPixels running on a Dig-to-Go. Nice. What's running on your 2U 4-inch touch controller? Is it it's not their software, is it? Or is it the is it something from is it the Android thing that you can get to run on there, or is it OpenHasp? I was playing around with the OpenHasp. You know me, I'm currently in love with OpenHasp. And I was looking at their outputs and inputs because the things you can do with the GPIO pins. I really would love to have the ability to connect a temperature sensor to OpenHasp. But as of right now, it doesn't seem to be an option. Maybe that'll come, but right now it's not there. But what they do have is ability to set a night light. I don't call it a night light. Did they call it a midnight? Anyways, I think it's like a night light. These LAN bonds have the light that comes on the outside, you know, comes on the outside there, kind of like what you're talking about. And you can have a different kind of OpenHasp device, like one of these big ones, and you can still connect some LEDs to it through one of those output pins and tell OpenHasp that it's the not the backlights, not the nightlight either. Mood light. That's what it's called. Blah, blah, blah. It's the mood light. You can tell it that it's a mood light, and then you can, make a light component and you can control it like a mood light. It's pretty awesome. I think that's great. Thinking of actuating a trash lid with a motion sensor. Then maybe the kids will find it fun to throw their trash away. Oh, that's a good idea, C#Worm. Make a game out of throwing the trash away. Just built a 3-leg 1-wire hub with a D1 Mini. Works like a champ. Also added a relay control for sauna sensing and control. Awesome. Sorry about my yawning. Lux sensor and temperature sensor, 4 tracks. Converted the hookup DIY blinds controller to ESPhome. Nice. Yeah, because Rob had his own sketch for that, didn't he? I think he did. All right. It looks like everything loaded here. We don't have any red. In fact, we don't even have any yellow, amazing as that is. So now what we have to do actually is to connect these things. I should have checked my camera before we went live, but oh, hey, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, here's our treasure chest. We're not going to do anything with that right yet. Here's our ESP32. And here is all of our stuff already kind of connected to itself. So let me kind of go through what we've got here. All right, we have, this is, well, first let's do the LEDs because those are the first things that we configured there. This is just a small strip. Oh, I could do a different strip now that I've got some of these other things over here. Maybe. Yeah, I totally could. Ooh, let's do that. Well, okay. Anyways, for testing purposes, I've got this small strip. I can't. Goodness sakes. Why is the squirrel my mascot? For goodness sakes, like, finish thinking a sentence even. Holy cow. All right. We got here a strip of WS2812 LEDs. They have 3 wires. One wire is positive, one wire is negative, 5 volts positive, and the other is negative. And one goes to the data. So I have here a little piece that I snagged off of a, what do you call those little jumper boards, right? Little breadboard, just to have a positive and negative sort of bus. So I got a positive and negative bus there. So my LED strip here is connected to the positive and negative on this bus. And then I've got the green wire here for the LEDs connected to, I'm sure it's the right GPIO pin, but you're going to make me put my glasses on to read it, aren't you? Looks like it's connected to GPIO 2. Great. GPIO 2 it is. All right. So when we go then to Home Assistant, let's go here to Home Assistant, and I will switch the camera back off for a second. And we'll go to Developer Tools. I know there's quicker ways probably to search. Actually, let's fine. I'll do it the right way. So when you're on a page like this, I believe you can just hit E, and it'll do an entity filter. And then I should be able to search for things that are called Magic Box and have all my Magic Box stuff that I just created. So here's the Magic Box LEDs. So let's click that, and there you go. And then if I turn them on, oh, I actually have to connect them. Such a hoser. Oh my gosh, I'm such a hoser. Okay, well, I started, because I got carried away. I started showing you all this, and then what I didn't realize was that this is not the ESP32 that I just flashed. Oh, yeehaw. Yeehaw. All right, I have to transfer these things over to this device. My word. My word. It's been a long day. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to take this, and we're going to take these. All right. So these 2 wires here are going to be my positive and negative. So I'm going to connect this negative to any of the grounds here. It doesn't really matter which one. That one looks like a good candidate. So that's going to connect to that ground. And then this red is going to connect to the V, to 5V0. There's a little pin there that says 5V0. That's where that's going to connect. All right. And that's going to power this whole bus piece here. Now I can connect this to, what did I say it was? Was it GPIO 2? Yeah, GPIO 2. There. Now we can go to Home Assistant. We can go E and search Magic and find the Magic Box LEDs. And why they don't turn on? I did upload it, didn't I? 49 watching, only 6 likes. Hey, Stubbs, thanks for being here. Oh, I take off, you hoser. Maybe disconnect from the PC when you're actually using. Maybe I need to just, maybe it does need a hard reboot. Oh, now they're on. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. So I guess I did need to give it a hard reboot for it to start behaving itself. So after a hard reboot, and then you can go here and you can control the colors of that strip of LEDs. And it's ESPhome, it's not wLED, so it has some effects, but it's not like they're, amazing effects or something. But it can do some cool stuff. It thinks there's more LEDs there than there really are. Okay. There was a rainbow one. Where'd the rainbow one go? Is it not there? Oh, the rainbow. It's up there. Okay. So now we've got a strip of LEDs, and they work as a light in Home Assistant. Yay! What's next? What's next? Well, next, let's connect the speaker. All right, and I don't remember the pins on this one. So let's go back in here, and we're going to look at the pins again. Well, actually, I could just do it. I could copy it from the old one I'm taking it off of, but we'll look at the pins again. You can create more effects with ESPhome. It's a little complicated. It's not nearly as full-featured, not even close to what wLED can do. But when all you need in this particular case is just lights to indicate a few things, I want something to be green, I want it to be red, I want it to flash and look pretty, I can do that with the ESPhome light component. So that's what I'm doing there. Okay, we're going to do the media player next. So the media player is connected to, oh, I didn't really show you this, but the media player is connected to this little tiny amplifier. This is a Max 98357A. All right, and this is a digital audio converter and amplifier. It's got a 3-watt output for a 4 to 8 ohm speaker. All right. It's a mono, not stereo, even though I think I have it marked stereo in there. Yeah, but that's probably okay. So my wiring on this, I know, let's see, I guess, well, my wiring on this, I have plus and minus over here on this side. And then over here, we've got the LRC, BLC, and DIN. When we look back at our sketch, we've got D out, which is the same as D in, right? The D in on the Max 98357 is going to be D out on the ESP32. For me, that's this purple wire. Did I upgrade my in-wall amps? I did put a couple of them in. Yes, I did. And they work pretty well. I just put those Bluetooth ones in. But I would love to have something like this in the walls. I think what we're going to find, though, I've got a little speaker here attached to this, so we'll test this out. I don't know if this is going to be great for loud music or really rocking out. I just don't think this amplifier's the right piece of equipment for that. But that doesn't mean that you can't connect a different amplifier to the ESP32, because you totally should be able to do that. Okay, the D out is GPIO 32. So I'm going to look at the bottom of this, and I'm going to find GPIO 32, 23, 34, 33, 35, 32. There it is. It's over by 21. All right, so 32. That's where that goes. Great. Then next, oh, I just freaked everything out. I touched these LEDs, and I probably shorted something that went all the way back into my computer and shorted it. Shorted some stuff out. Look at that. My camera's down, like my USB my USB camera just went kaput. Is anything working? Is my microphone still working? Okay, great. Yeah, that's not gonna, let's see if I can fix that. Oh dear. What a hoser. It's the word of the night. Let's try this. Actually, let's see. It's froze, baby. It's froze. We're going to deactivate it, and then we're going to activate it again. And now we're back. Yay, we're back. Hopefully I didn't ruin too many other things in the process. All right, squirrel printed for my 2 children 2 secret butterfly boxes on Thingiverse. Very, very cool, with several possible versions and a hidden key. Ooh, that sounds awesome, Thierry. Secret butterfly box? Oh my gosh, my girls would love that. My camera's very yellow tonight, but that's okay. I'm not going to bother messing with it. And I'm going to be a little more careful that I don't short out the LEDs. Sorry. The desk can still see me and hear me. Just static. Note to self, after flashing, move to bench power supply, not powered by the computer. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. Unplug from the PC and use bench power. Yeah. Okay, fine. I have a long enough USB cable, that's the problem. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. Okay, great. Sorry. All right, LEDs. Well, we were connecting the speaker, right? We were swapping over the speakers. So the other 2 wires, let's pick another one. Let's pick the other one of the clock ones here. Let's pick the next one is the BLCK. That's this white wire for me. And BCLK is going to go to GPIO 12. So now we're going to get our ESP32. And we are going to find GPIO 12, which is down here. It's on the outside. It's actually right next to 32. Ooh, I heard a crackle in the speakers. Ordered my Elegoo Neptune 3 Plus last Monday, and the website said it was still in stock, but yet they still haven't shipped it. Can the doc throw in a good word for me? I will certainly send them an email, Nicholas. You bet I will. You bet I will. Hey, Tyson. Yeah, I just did. I moved the power to a different device. So it's not on the computer anymore. It's just a powered USB thing. Not connected to the computer. Oh. Do you hear that? Probably nobody thinks that's funny but me. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So we got that part there. Oh, one more wire to go. That is the blue wire. Oh, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like being disconnected. Quick. Get us on the GPIO 33. Quick. Shoo. That was like I was defusing a bomb for a second there. But now I got it onto GPIO 33, so it should be good. So now it's this. This is a USB-C, if that's what you're asking. You guys were talking about something else. Okay, now we can go back into Home Assistant, back to the front page, go to the entities, find the magic box, audio, and now we can make it play stuff. Bum. We're gonna go to browse media. Ooh, I actually do have media. Well, we're gonna start with text to speech. Since I have Nabukasa, I can use this cloud text to speech. And I can have, I think I did this the other day, right? You got another thing coming. Did you hear that? It's pretty fast too.
You got another find coming.
Sounds good. It's just such a tiny little speaker. What should we have her say? UFO calling. We can start doing it this way too. We're going to start copy. I'm going to just copy some of your comments here, paste them in, and then play them out loud.
I was just joking about you throwing in a good word, but hey, if you can get them moving, that would be awesome.
Pretty awesome, right? and you can play music. I have the music assistant installed, which means that Spotify is part of what I get to use here for my browse media. Music assistant here. So now I can go to whatever, playlists, albums, tracks. Let's just go to tracks and find something. Lots of good stuff here. This is all going to be copyright stuff. So maybe we won't do that. But I should have some sound effects. Let's actually see if there's any sound effects. Instead of doing music assistant, I'll go to local media. Oh yeah. This is a fun one. I think you guys have heard me use this one before too. No? Dang. Huh, doesn't want to play it. That's too bad. Have I figured out how to use cloud text-to-speech via Node-RED? I have not. I haven't tried, to be fair. All right, well then let's at least go in here and see if we can get it to play something. Has no attribute URL. Oh, really? That's weird. Maybe an ESP32, maybe ESPhome media player. But I know I've played music on this before. None type object has no attribute URL. That's unfortunate. It doesn't want to play the wave file. Huh. Well, I guess it's not going to play any of these. Oh, that's too bad. Is it secret? Is it safe? I have that too. Call that a fail. I'll have to look into that. We can look into that in a minute. Let's do the servo and then we'll come back to this and see if we can sort out why the ESPhome media player doesn't want to play. Yeah, it's just not doing it. Failed to call service media player, play media, something. Okay. Well, there may be something screwy to that. So anyways, for now, it's too bad. I guess it's just got to be, but even the local files aren't playing. I wonder why. Now that thing won't go away. Go away. Leave me alone. Ah. Somebody help me. This pop-up window won't go away. I did try that wave file. Yeah, that local one is the wave file. It won't let me go. Let go of me. Let go of me. Maybe if I turn this, maybe there's a button I can't see. Yeah, it won't let go. Oh, man. There's no back button. There's no arrow. It's just playlist, play, and I am hosed. And I can't redo this. All right, so we're going to just refresh the window. That'll work. All right. Oh, interesting. Maybe if I go through Music Assistant instead and then go to Browse, File System. Let's try this one. Oh, the volume's on 0. Okay, so now that's on.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Okay. So somehow or other, it wasn't playing because I had it turned off or down. So somewhere along the way, I must have bumped something. But from the music player here, you can do all these things and you can play all this stuff. This will be copyrighted, so be very careful. There it comes. It's very quiet. Skipped ahead a little to see. Super quiet. Gosh, that's really quiet. Even though it's all the way up there. Anyways. Well, at least we got it to work. Why it wouldn't play the other way, can't say 100% that I know. But anyways, I'm sure I could with... The point would be, for this project, would be make an automation, and that one of the actions in the automation is turn the lights on, red or blinking, then make the sound, make the speaker play this sound file. So that's what I would do. I'd have a pre-recorded sound effect or whatever I want it to play, a little bling or a voice or something. So that is working. That it can do. Question about permatrack. Any chance there will be a black permatrack option with holes on the side in the future? Maybe, Nicholas, but I don't know what we have with holes on the side right now. I think all we have is brown, maybe white. And you can paint it, but we can always order it. We can always special order it. It's just going to take a bit because they take months. But if you wanted to order it, we can do that. Just know that it's going to be months before you get it. Richard's here. Yay. Okay, we played with the speaker. Now let's play with the last bit, which is the servo, which is actually pretty exciting to me. Permatrack vinyl or aluminum? It's aluminum. Black vinyl doesn't like sunshine. No, it's aluminum, Richard. It's aluminum. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I can bet black vinyl probably doesn't like sunshine very much. It turns into a black pretzel, maybe. Turns into like a piece of black licorice. Ooh, speaking of black licorice, that sounds delicious. I need some black licorice. I don't have any. Oh, man. All right, we got the speaker. We got the light. Let's do the servo. So go back to this camera for a second, and then let's hook up the servo. So the servo has the same as the LEDs. It's actually as simple as the LEDs. It's a plus, a minus that can be 5 volts. I think it's only 5 volts. There might be other servos that are other voltages, but this one's 5 volts. So plus, minus, and then the output. So this output is on GPIO 4. I'm going to take this off the old one. What I'm going to end up doing is making multiples of these. So I'll just put those all back together and make multiples. Now I take this and put it on GPIO 4 of this guy. Right. Right there. Okay. GPIO 4 right there. Can't really see that too well. I apologize. Sorry, Jackson. Jackson's got to edit this, and it's going to be not as easy as I was trying to make it for him. Anyways. All right. GPIO 4 is the control pin for the servo. Now we can go into our Home Assistant menu here. We go back to the E. We go to Magic. And, oops, let you see it. Magic Box Servo. And this is a number. So it's a number selector. So all it is from minus 100 to plus 100. And if I move this, the servo's not moving. The servo should be moving. Oh, because I didn't put it on 4. I put it on 16. Let's go back over here because I put it on the wrong one. Is that my third fail of the day? I think it is. GPIO 4 is actually on the outside. The outside, the way those numbers, those rows work. GPIO 4 is on the outside. I had it on the inside. Silly boo-boo head. Okay, so now you'll be able to hear the servo move. And then I will turn the camera back on and show you the servo moving. There it is. Now, I still need to rig up a way to put this servo in a position, with something else on it so that it can open the box, because this isn't going to cut it, of course, right? This is not nearly good enough. But I'm going to try. And chop some kid's finger off. Sorry, kid. So anyways, that's a success. That is a magic box. It has lights, it has a speaker, and it has a servo, all of which can be controlled in Home Assistant, so I can make an automation to do a thing. I'm going to add some sensors as well, and then determine how we want to activate it and determine how I'm going to make the servo open the box, and then decorate the inside of it, decorate the outside of it. So there's some things left to do, but that's like, we've got these tools, these components to make really cool stuff like this. So that's a unique use, and that's what I wanted to cover. So we're done. Yay! We can talk about other stuff now. What else do you guys want to talk about? I wanted to look at, oh no, it was the music thing. And we did figure out the music thing, didn't we? Yeah, we did figure out the music thing. We just had to do it through the music player for some reason. I think the command is just different. So other things that I want to do that I haven't done, I haven't done recently, is a stepper motor, which may be important to do. Like animatronic thing, make something talk, make an animal talk or whatever like that. Got to play the wind effect. Oh yes, for sure. Critical hit. Yes, we did it. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, tomorrow is garbage. Tomorrow's Thursday. Time to take out the trash. Could you guys hear that? It's time to take the trash cans down to the curb. If it's a nice lady with a British accent, I figure maybe the kids will listen, like Mary Poppins or something. Did I get thank you, Josh, for asking, did I get the geothermal board to the Hobbit house replaced yet? No. And the biggest obstacle right now is like a foot plus of snow up there. There's no way right now even the repair guy is going to be able to get up there and get in there and fix it. And my wife, of course, invited some people to stay up there. She's having some friends or something stay up there next weekend, and not this coming weekend, but the one after. So hopefully they'll be able to get in there by then. But yeah, that's so bad. How much torque does it have? A few servos like that, but not played with. I don't know the specs on this one, Tyson. This one says this is I can't read it. I used to have an eyesight. I used to have eyeballs. They're gone. This is the MG995 high speed. So being high speed, my guess is it's lower on the torque end, but it's certainly enough to open the box. This is all new to me. I'm just used to fix the lights. Just over a foot. Oh my gosh. Just got the same amount up here. Oh, no kidding. Oh boy, we're all just getting hammered. It's good. It's good. It's good, right? We keep telling ourselves it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. And I do like it. I do like it. They're pretty decent. Are they? Oh, good, Josh. Oh, good. That's good to hear. Thank you. I have a few more of these. You know what else I want? There's these other kinds of steppers I want to try. Like there's other kinds of stepper motors, right? Aren't there some stepper motors that have the driver kind of built in? It's burning my retinas. Are there any that have like those little ones like this? These little ones have it built in, don't they? Do I have Home Assistant automatically announce the recycling day? That's a good question. I should do that like every other one. All right, so good enough. Oh boy, I bet he got some serious snow up there probably, huh? He always gets some big snow up there. Yeah, I think I'm going to try some of these because there are this style that has the driver inside of it. And with a stepper motor, it can go, a lot further around and it can probably go faster back and forth. Never seen any little ones with a built-in driver. What is this? I guess this has a driver. I thought the driver in some of these was inside. Guess not. They're like, I want to say they're like little blue ones, but maybe those are also servos. See, like these. Don't these have a driver on the outside right there? Isn't that the driver? Maybe it's not. It must not be. I can get little driver modules. Yeah, I've got some driver modules. So if there's no such thing as a stepper module, as a stepper motor with a driver on it, then that's fine. I'll stop looking. I have stepper drivers. I guess in my mind, I thought these had the drivers, but seems they do not. I was wrong. So, oh, really? Snizzle. Sounds like mini hail. Oh my gosh. At least our snow that we got in this last little while has been really light and fluffy, so it's easy to shovel. It's easy to shovel. It's easy to get off your car. It's not like heavy and thick and sticky. It gets that way when it melts a little bit. What else? I think that's it for that. Let's spend a few minutes solving your guys' problems. What else are you guys working on? Let's talk about it. There are big steppers with built-in drivers. Oh, really? Integrated drivers. Oh, yeah. I don't know that I need the built-in drivers. I certainly don't need to spend that kind of money. Yeah, I guess not. I'll just use my little regular crappy little drivers. I think that's what I have. They look like that. I have some of these little ones in these Arduino kits. I got a few of those old Arduino kits to use. And then I do have a bunch of steppers, big ones. ClearPath. ClearPath has a bunch of that stuff. Missed a start. Was busy playing with a printer. Oh, yeah. Sir Goodenough got his Christmas present a little late. 5-pound stepper motor for ripping limbs off with high precision. Is that what those were? Is that what that said? Richard, I didn't read that page. For CNC stuff, yeah. I don't need to go crazy. I just thought it would be easy to have, have it kind of integrated, but it's not a problem. I have the stepper stuff around, but I'm going to build at least one, if not two of these boxes with these things. I think the other things that we need will be, it's good to have like temperature sensors, because I like in the game to make kids like make the thing hot or make it cold. So they got to go get some ice and put it on the temperature sensor, and that's what unlocks the box or something like that, I think those are fun. That's fun for them, because then they've got to, I got to go get an ice cube. I got to go outside and get some snow, I got to get something hot. What can I get that's hot? Maybe not too much. Maybe not too hot. Hot chocolate. I don't want them lighting any matches in the Hobbit house. Thank you, Learning the Pixel World. Oh, you're welcome, Gage. You're welcome. The Pixel World is fun. What have you printed, Sir Goodenough? I saw you were printing something earlier. Have you got things worked out? Still checking it out? Let me know when you try the laser part, the laser cutter part of it. I was never brave enough to try it. Deep hypothermic circulatory arrest. Does that make me a zombie? Yeah, it does, Rambozo. It does. So that means you either got your aortic arch worked on. That's usually what that means, actually. I'm trying to think of other times when we do that. But it's usually that's, I guess, maybe when they're, not even when they're working on like aneurysms and things, they don't do that. I think it's really just for when they're really working on the very, very proximal part of the aortic arch, and they can't keep the heart beating. Well, they don't have to keep the heart beating. They can't keep the blood circulating, because they can't do bypass the normal way. So that's heavy duty. But yeah, that means you've been dead, and not even like, you were on, no, circulatory arrest. That is dead. Like, you're dead. So yeah, you're a zombie. Congratulations. That's awesome. You don't have an appetite for brains or anything, do you? That'd be weird. No, actually, we'd expect that. Had to see if Kira Slicer would do 2 extruders. Did it figure it out? Printed a 2-color toy for the grandkids right now. Oh, and it's working. You got Kira to do it. Oh, that's great. That's great. You doing okay, Rambozo? I hope that was a long time ago and you're well recovered by now. Hopefully. Should make whole Hobbit house turn into an escape room. You got it. You got it. So be watching. I'm doing, I can't say I. Jackson, my oldest boy, is doing editing for me, which I talked about at the beginning a little bit, but he's doing editing for me. And he's taking the streams and actually editing them down to like, taking out some important stuff and getting them into, I said, anywhere between 6 and 12 minutes. Don't want to go longer than 12, less than 6, and you probably don't have much actual content in there, but anywhere between 6 and 12 minutes, and take the most important stuff and make it entertaining and educational, hopefully, and informational at least. And he's been doing it, and he's enjoying it, and I'm enjoying having him do it. So we're going to keep doing that. So when there's hopefully some more of these kinds of things I can do and make it into something that we can put out there and make it easier for reference. A singing key for a lock. Ooh, I like that. Somebody mentioned, we can go to Thingiverse real quick. We'll go for a few more minutes here and then we'll call it a night. Quindor's probably asleep in his chair right now. Somebody said, what do they call that? A butterfly? Butterfly box or something? Secret butterfly box. That's it right there. Secret butterfly box pirate chest top remix. Secret butterfly box modified. Oh my goodness. This looks awesome. Multicolor monogrammed secret butterfly box. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, this is the secret butterfly box. I usually do a lot of browsing around Thingiverse, and new and cool things don't often escape me, but apparently this one did. Oh, look, there's a key underneath it. You have to slide this that way, and then slide this that way, and then slide out the key. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, what's that? And then it folds up like that? Oh, that goes on the front. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is cool. All right. Start printing. When's the girl's next birthday? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm on it. I'm all over it. Just finished editing a video. No kids to do that here. Oh. Never been to Diagon Alley at Universal Orlando? Yes, I did actually. The one where you use your wand to cast spells. Right. So Richard, this came from my idea to do this. I'm totally stealing it from Great Wolf Lodge. And this was when my kids were little. My kids who are now like 20. But we used to go to a place, there's a few of these. We used to go to a Great Wolf Lodge. And inside Great Wolf Lodge, it's a hotel, but the kids can run around. Oh, it looks like they've changed some things. At least back in the day, it looks like they don't do it right now. There was one, they're still building them. They really should build one here. I've been to this one. Been to several of them. Magic Quest. This is it. This is what is inspiring me. Well, that's it for Magic Quest. One little picture. But basically, you buy a wand, and then you run around the hotel. And all throughout the hotel, there's a whole bunch of things you can point your wand at to do stuff. And there's like big interactive things like projector TV screen looking things where you can do stuff and fight and conquer and run on quests and stuff. So that's what we want to do. To watch behind on so many streams. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't try and catch up, Tyson. Don't try and catch up. You got to have a life. Watching me is not a life. So this is where we're going. But I was starting to say Jackson is doing all this editing for me. And one of the things I want him to do is to take a lot of the footage that we got when we did the TV show for the Hobbit House and edit it into, I said I want one video that's like the whole thing, like building it, you know, a little bit of building and like montage stuff, and then this is what it looks like, you know, in like 5 or 6 minutes. Just a quick, hey, look, this is what we built, and then go into each part of that and make longer videos about each part of it that people who are more interested would be interested in watching. So he started working on that today. That'll be a longer project. It'll be a lot harder to do that. Well, I think it'll be harder. Maybe it won't be harder for him, but for me, it would be harder to do that. It would take more time than to just edit up these streams. But he'll do it. He'll do a great job. Anyone know of a way to make Home Assistant only notify of major updates instead of every minor update? You mean on like your devices? Good question, Tyson. I don't know. I don't know if they qualify the level of update. That's a good question. The one is just an IR reflector. All the expensive bits are in the display itself. No kidding. Well, that's genius. That's genius. I still have some the Magic Quest wands around here somewhere, or used to have them. I want to use RFID stuff too. You know, like the tag reader stuff. We can use that. It's just so many things. Like that's all those things are. And if you've got the know-how, which we all do, right, to make these sensors and these outputs all do their stuff, you just mix them together in a new way, make them fun. So I think that's it. I'm going to do the sign-off thing, but I don't think anybody's home but me. I'll play it and see if anybody comes, but I don't think anybody's home but me. Dragon's on the wall running ESPhome. The dragon on the wall is running ESPhome, Rambozo. Yes, he is. And my little wand box, I got to get those things back out, get them working again. Actually, they haven't been put away. They're just over there. Set your calendars for updates about 4 p.m. on the first Wednesday of the month, Tyson. Oh, you mean for Home Assistant updates, right? Wish I had the know-how. Oh, you do, Nicholas. You do. You're in the right place to get it if you don't. Add a combination of photo sensors, and the kids have to figure out what combination it takes to get a clue or open the box. Oh, good. And have it like, so you could do it with a camera. Is that what you're talking about? C# worm? Like, that machine learning kind of thing where it recognizes images and then it says, oh, that's a thing. And then it activates something. There's limits, but there's a lot you can do. It's pretty amazing. I got to print one of these butterfly boxes. Oh, that's for sure. Okay. Nobody's coming for sign off. Was thinking light sensors, but that would work. Oh, light sensors would work too. Chad just got here and we're done. Okay, we stay on for 5 more minutes, Chad. 5 more minutes. 100% the right place to learn. Just need time. That's true. That's true. If you want me to experiment on anything, let me know. I can do a pretty good job of that. Pulmonary endarterectomy about a year ago. Oh, so you had a massive PE. Ouch. Well, glad you made it, dude. Zombie or not. Arthur, thank you for subscribing, Arthur. We're going to do the unicorns. You. Gage says, won't leave until we get a quad uno. Like, what's the Christmas song? We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some quads, so bring them right here. All right, guys. Well, I said 5 more minutes. I can't take that back now. So how's it going, Fat Daddy? How you been, man? How you been? We're just finishing up. We just had a short stream tonight. Sunday should be normal stream. I don't think we have anything crazy planned. We may be. Jackson's looking at a used truck down in St. George, and so maybe we might be going down there. Bear ESP will work for now for Gage. Oh yeah, you can do it, Gage. You can do it. Bear ESP for now, and then I know Quindor's got the factory folks just cranking, so they'll get there. They'll get there. We'll get some soon. Give us another few more weeks. Face detection so it spawns differently to each person. That's a great idea. Sorry I missed it, but definitely will watch. No problem, Fat Daddy. Thanks for being here at all. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you again, PCB Wave, for sponsoring the video. Oh, Grant subscribed as well. Grant, thank you for subscribing. We'll do this other thing for you. We'll do all the partying here at the end. We'll get one more subscriber and we'll do the squirrel dance where he poops out my head. Hey, Rob's here. Use the Dig-to-Go in my last project. That thing is awesome. Isn't it amazing? I love the Dig-to-Go. That was what I hoped the old Pixel Pro was going to turn into, but Quindor did a way better job than I ever would have been able to do. So, yay, Quindor. That means I don't have to worry about the Pixel Pro anymore. Fantastic. No rush. Still trying to master the small stuff. And the Dig-to-Go, I'm not spoiling anything by saying that the Dig-to-Go is going to start being in a package if you want a power supply and LEDs or just power supply, something like that, right, Quindor? He's talking about some different packages. What I really want to see is if I can take a USB-C out of the computer, plug it into this, and then plug this into my lights to go around the back of the screen. Those what did we call those lights? Bias lighting, or screen mimic lighting, or screen copy lighting, whatever. But use this to do that with, because it should be able to. Right, you see mine. If you look at MQTT, all my behind my computer screen lights with luciferin is all going through. Oh, Nicholas subscribed, so we'll do this poop squirrel for you, bud. Screen match lighting. Thank you, Sir Goodenough. Gosh, he's the other half of my brain. He's okay. Let's be honest. He's like 90% of the brain. But anyways, right now mine's all going through MQTT, and it works. Occasionally it glitches, but it's been pretty good for a long, long time. But you can, with luciferin, also do it just through the USB, through USB connected to your computer. So I'm like, well, yeah, let's just do that. So we're going to try that. Got to put your son down. Good night, 4 tracks. We'll be hanging up here in about a minute anyways. The poop squirrel. Here you go. Poop squirrel for you, sir. I got to remember which way to get it. So if I sit over here, when the big squirrel comes, it's like has a bald baby. That's the poop squirrel. The Dig, yes. Okay, guys. Well, hey, thanks for being here, and good to see everybody. Rob, I miss chatting. You know, my sister was asking the other day, because Rob, and years ago, pre-pandemic and all that stuff, when we met up at CES a couple times, Rob met some of my family. Transparent acorns, is that what that was? Anyways, all right, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Stay safe. If you got lots of snow and stuff, don't do crazy, stupid things on the road. Do them in a parking lot where it's safe. All right. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. Make it sound like a Harry Potter spell. Adiosa or adiosa. Okay. Good night, guys. Bye.